So outrageous the toll. You can lose all you have. He refused to give in to the town that takes all. To survive, you must have the will. How this movie doesn't end the way we want all the time. And he shouts at the moon, she's gone. Fears will come. He was walking a mile. He was walking alone. How
Hey everybody, welcome to Funk Dunk Play Season 2, Episode 16. My name is Sean, I'm the one who was called Sean. Joining me, as always, are the far lovelier and more talented than I am, Jade and Kirstine.
No comment.
What? You are lovely.
Come on. No, really, come on.
When we last left our intrepid adventurers, they had murdered 2 guards.
That's a strong word.
Yeah, we didn't meet our killing quota. It's 1 and then 3 and then 2.
Yeah.
That's right, you only killed 2 people that episode. And actually, I'm gonna be really honest with you, you made it through 1 floor of a building.
I mean,
And talked to a cow, and accidentally made the dead dance.
Are they still dancing?
They are still dancing because a week may have gone by in the real world, but in the game world, nothing else has. You know, you talk to a cow.
I mean, it's also a strong word for it.
For what you did, yeah. Eliza had just noticed that standing in a little clearing, there was a sinister sheep silently judging you for how badly you were scratching the cow on the head.
Yes. And that's actually, guess what's still active?
Oh, yes. Someone pushed her luck a little bit too far with wild magic rolls. And now, for the next 1 hour and 58 minutes, has to speak only in rhyme.
Yes. That too.
All of the time. It's a frickin' crime.
That's better than anything I can come up with. Yeah, that too. But also speak with animals is still active. So
Oh, you can talk to that sheep. Tell him to go fuck himself.
I get an idea and I look around for the sheep. I didn't notice it before, but if I actively look for it, I guess I can spot it.
Okay, it is just standing there in a clearing, and it is silently judging you.
Yes. I'm gonna walk up to that sheep. Shit. I forgot the rhyme thing, actually.
You're gonna cut a nasty battle rap on it?
Nowhere does it say that it has to be good.
No, just it has to rhyme.
Don't you have anything better to do than looking at me get the flu? And I can verbally communicate with it if... I don't know how smart sheep are, but really...
I mean, this one's smart enough to be judgmental.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yes, alright, basically, the sheep bleats quietly, very lightly, and suddenly your mind is completely filled with the glowing fires of hell.
So no words, yes?
No words, except you suddenly know what eternal torment feels like. You know what it's like to have been in hell forever and have forever ahead of you, and nothing but your body melting over and over again in the fiery lava pits while demons mock you. And then there's a sensation of being pulled from that, and suddenly being in the form of a sheep. and all you can think of is how that changeling just sucks. Oh my god! That changeling is the worst. You're befuddled. You can't believe it. You do everything in your power to keep an eye on it. Because, oh my god, can anyone believe this shit? And did you look at that scritching? My arthritic aunt could do better and she's dead. And also a sheep. Yeah, that is conveyed all in one soft bleat.
I have one more.
So basically the impression is the sheep doesn't have anything better to do.
Yeah.
And probably can't get the flu.
Do you have a name, you little creep? 'Cause if you don't, your name is that fucking sheep. Throw me a name.
The sheep softly gives you a bleat.
Yeah.
That conveys all at once how incredibly stupid it is to be asking a demon its name.
Oh, yeah. Well, it was worth a try, you know?
What kind of a moron are you, this bleat says. I can't believe you are such an idiot.
I mean, one has to try. It's currently a sheep, so...
You have let this sheep down. It was just starting to have a little bit of hope for you.
Really?
No, it's lying.
So I guess while it's doing that, Elisa will take her quarterstaff that she's never used but always had, and use it to hit the dead people away from the door so I can go through the door.
Okay, they jitterbug off to the side.
Yeah, I just kind of slap them upside the head with my snake staff and
or
open
not
the door.
head.
Well,
yeah,
you miss one of them. It goes right over his shoulders.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a head.
The butt. Go for the butt.
He's doing the twist.
Yeah, I'm just gonna crack open the door and peek inside.
Okay. What you see here is a beautifully appointed hallway with, you can make out very clearly, 2 doors on each side and a window at the end. There is a small end table about halfway down that has a pitcher and some glasses on it. There is no one in the hallway.
A door to the left and a door to the right?
2 of them.
If I have my detect magic at will, would I be able to detect if there's magic going on in one room or the other? Just a vague kind of glowy sense of which room seems like more magical stuff is going on. Because I know we need to put on those disguises, but...
If you were in the middle of the hallway, you walked up, so the doors are all sort of equidistant from you, you could get a feeling if there was magic happening in any particular room just by the direction the magic seemed to be coming from.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
Alright. You don't sense any magic having been done in any of the rooms recently. Well, you've sensed a bunch of magic coming from behind you.
Okay, so whatever we're looking for isn't a magic item then.
Well...
If it is not emitting any kind of a magical aura. Yeah, nothing you can detect, definitely.
Can I stand in the middle of the hallway and listen? Do a perception roll to see if there are any sounds coming from any of the rooms beneath the doors.
Okay.
It's an 8.
I'll do the same then.
All you hear is the dancing corpses.
Okay, let's see if I can hear anything.
You can't even hear the corpses.
No.
You've been struck deaf.
Okay, so I guess...
No, not really, but
yeah, I guess door on the right and I'll peek inside.
Alright, first door on the right. This room is clearly a bedroom. There are several suitcases that appeared... It looks like whoever's in this room has been living out of those suitcases. No clothing is hung up anywhere. There's an open closet that has just a bare rack on it. And there's boxes that look like... Well, the open ones look like they have papers in them. They're actually stacked in the closet instead. The bed looks rumpled and unmade. There are like food wrappers. There's a desk, and the desk is just covered in papers, and there's a quill and an ink thing. There is it looks like an oil lamp next to it. This is you get the impression that this is the bedroom, the private quarters of a very busy person who is thinking about stuff way other than keeping his room clean.
So it's probably not in here, so I'll just like gently close the door. I don't. Does it want to check the other side of the hallway while I'm checking these ones?
Yeah, totally.
Can do the first one on the left.
Mm-hmm. Peek in.
Okay. First one on the left is a bedroom as well. It appears to be the polar opposite of the one on the right. Everything looks basically. This almost looks like a guest bedroom that no one's using.
Is there any elf porn?
None that you can
No,
see.
I'm not gonna roll for it.
So second door on the right.
Okay. Second door on the right is locked.
Mm-hmm.
Is mine locked too? The one on the left?
Nope.
Okay, so we'll look in that one, and then I'll figure out how I want to open this door.
The one on the left, it looks like it was fairly recently occupied, like earlier that day. It has a giant king-size bed in it. There are dressers on either side that definitely have a his and hers style feel to them. Like, one has, like, a straight razor on it and, butt musk brand deodorant. The other one is, like, pink and frilly and has, like, a hairbrush and a compact and, the most girly bullshit.
Want another wild magic roll, or you wanna...
Nah, let's just get this one open. Do you have, like, thieves' tools, or...?
I have a spell for it. I don't have anything,
Oh.
like I could magically open it. That's the thing. But
No, I would have to, like, Eldritch Blast the door off, so you might as well. Unless I can argue that poison spray would melt the lock.
I mean, we can just try to sleight of hand it, right? First.
Okay, yeah.
Explain to me exactly what you're trying to do.
Because we need some kind of tool for that.
Can I say that I'm picking the lock with my dagger?
Okay.
Or trying to just, like, put the tip of my dagger in the lock and break the lock somehow.
So I can give you guidance. Free.
13.
At this point in the building, there isn't a hell of a lot of assumption that anyone would have gotten past all the guards. So the lock isn't the most amazing lock on the planet. It, rather quickly with your fiddling, you hear a snap, and you realize you have unlocked the door and also completely and very obviously broke the lock.
That's fine.
It will never lock again.
That is fine. We're not coming back here.
Okay. The door opens into another bedroom, and this one has a bed as big as the one in the room across, but only one nightstand, and there are numerous things strewn about the room. The room isn't nearly as messy as the other one that looked more lived in, but it's got a weirdly rustic flair to it, like kind of like they have some bookshelves, but they're not the sort of hoity-toity nobility type stuff that the rest of the building has as an aesthetic. Instead, they look almost like frontiersman style. Like they're made to look ruggedly made on purpose. And there's a big rough-hewn wooden desk with some papers on it, and there's a chair. And you notice very clearly that hanging from the back of the chair is a breastplate and a sword and a badge.
Ooh, what does the badge say?
If you go in and take a look, the badge says CPT.BUTT.
Is there anything magic coming off of the badge? Like, would stealing it make it more helpful for me to sneak in the prison later? I'm just wondering. If it's not, like, magically enchanted or anything, I'll just leave it.
You kind of get the impression just by looking at it, even though it's a hyper-faded echo now that it used to be magic in some
Okay,
way.
so it was a baleful door spell.
Yeah, that you don't even need to roll anything to decide that, hey, it was involved with something at the prison. Everything in the prison was baleful doors.
What the papers say.
Okay. There's a lot of papers there because he's a busy man with a lot of responsibilities other than just running the prison. Even though he's a mid-level butt, even a mid-level butt has a lot of stuff. And you can tell he's mid-level because he lives in the city.
Okay.
It's kind of like, I don't think I've ever mentioned this, but it's kind of well known that the primary butt estate is out in the countryside. Yeah, to actually be one of the people administering all their stuff in the city, the really high ups don't get their hands dirty with that
It's
shit.
not even the biggest butt. That's just sad.
He doesn't even have the best butt. Okay. Roll me investigation. Just to see what you find in there.
7.
Did that still count as a botch?
What? Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
that's-
Yeah, if it was a 1,
sorry,
yeah,
I
it's
didn't
a
even
botch.
see
Yeah, the natural one.
that. Yeah.
Okay, you go to investigate the papers, and you get really confused because they all are blank, and you can't figure it out.
I'm not thinking of turning them around.
Nope, you're not thinking of turning them over at all.
Okay, so should Elisa walk over and turn them over, or...
It's up to you.
I think, Eliza doesn't even need to roll to turn them over.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if I would be paying attention to that, or if there's any other spot in the room that seems like it would have what we're
Roll
looking
for secret passages.
Okay,
I don't know.
Investigation for secret passages, I guess. Nope, they're back.
You forget where the door is.
At this point, we're just headbutting each other.
Okay, so I guess if I can't find any secret passages, should I just look up the papers?
Yes.
I look
Please.
around, nope, I don't know what's going on. Investigate
And
those
now
papers.
I'm rolling for secret passages.
I got 11 for the papers.
Okay.
So I pull the papers out of her hand and flip them over and start reading.
Okay. You realize that the papers appear to be notes from some sort of it looks like a researcher. And luckily, they're in a sort of order. These are all written in an extremely practiced and really decent handwriting. First note. We have acquired the anomaly, and it's quite fascinating. It cannot possibly be what it looks like, and I must steel myself against its pathetic cries. It's a creature of untold cosmic power, and it's going to be the key that unlocks the glorious age of butts. What it looks and sounds like must be some kind of defense mechanism. I will update as discoveries are made. P.S. I understand the need for secrecy. Putting the only entrance to the work area in Reginald's bedroom is a bit off-putting. I often work into early hours of the morning, and old Reg sleeps naked. Note number 2. The creature has no detectable magical aura. Yet it bears the markings of a completely alien plane of existence. I'm assuming it's from the elemental plane of either fire or earth, as when it does its mockery of mortal sleep, it's often heard muttering about something called pitch. Number 3. I thought we were on the verge of a breakthrough, but ended in tragedy, as my assistant, Dr. Ivanka Seymour Butt, has died. We discovered a pair of mysterious talismans near where we captured the anomaly, and it seemed to recognize them. It seemed to be warning us against exploring their purpose, and, assuming they was trying to trick us, we explored away. Then, whatever secret curse was placed on these relics, I say secret because, much like the anomaly itself, they had no magical aura, happened, and with a thunderous noise. And when I could see and hear again, Dr. Seymour Butt lay dead, as if stabbed in the heart by an invisible sword. Research will pause for a day in somber memorial. 4. Apologies for taking so long to update, but going has been slow on my own. I had attempted to engage the creature in conversation to draw out its secrets, but while it appears to be speaking in common, its words make little sense. It talks of wondrous lands and grand adventures that belong in either a child's storybook or the ramblings of a madman. I hope my colleagues researching rituals and ancient scrolls are making more progress than I. A lifetime dedicated to this work, and now that the damnable beast cowers before me, I find myself stymied and clueless as a newborn babe. Far from finding his secrets to surviving the end of the world, this research has only resulted in one death. And the last page, 5. All caps. Eureka! When one stops looking, sometimes the answer is right in one's face. The old god of the ancient Second Kingdom, it all makes sense. I've told the boffins of the magical research, and armed with that idea, they found the ritual. Work now begins on gathering the necessary materials. Part of me is saddened by the concept of sacrificing this creature's life. It does so much look like a sentient being, but as I stated in my first entry, I must steel myself against such sentiment, because we are working to reshape the world. You can wake up now.
Okay, so which bedroom did they say the secret entrance
one we're in.
was?
Butts.
Okay.
Yep.
So,
Old
Secret
Reginald's.
passage roll.
so that's a cue to investigate again? Unless...
And that actually, that lowers the DC.
I would still like to not risk it and give myself advantage with Tides of Chaos.
Because now you know that whatever it is, there's an entryway
Yeah.
in this bedroom.
Okay, I guess. Yeah, that's a 19 then.
Okay. As you're poking around and prodding and poking, you notice on the wall to the left of where you entered, near the far corner, it just seems like the wall is closer to you than it should be. Like the room should go further in that direction. And as you explore, you find behind what looks like just a full-length mirror, a little latch, and when tripped, the mirror pulls open, revealing a hidden staircase heading up.
Want to go up?
Yep.
All right.
Okay. The stairway is relatively cramped. It's definitely one person at a time going up it, because it is a secret staircase. They suck that way. And when you get to the top, you're in a narrow room. The only feature in this room, other than a sputtering oil lamp, is a large, imposing metal door. It looks like a vault door. And given the size of the room, it looks like it's barely enough room for the vault door to open. It's that big and, doory.
But it looks like it can just be opened.
I don't know.
Yeah, well.
Well,
Yeah.
I do know, but
So I guess
I'm not going to
try.
tell you.
try to open the door quietly, I
Oh,
guess.
God.
Okay, you go to open the door,
Bad idea.
and
I mean, we're in a secret passageway, so...
you're in a secret passageway in an almost empty
Yeah.
mansion.
Still.
So that's when the zombies show up. Oh! Hold on, retcon.
You forgot the three-headed dog that was guarding the door. Yes.
Oh, no. I forgot that I mentioned that there was something, because you did an investigation roll in Reginald Butt's room, and you got 19. While searching for the door, which you did find, still fine, you found also, hidden near it, is the fabled Blade of Butt.
Oh, no.
What is your, of all, any bladed, do you have proficiency in any bladed weapons? Dagger?
Simple.
Dagger's
Yeah.
it? Okay, so dagger. Basically what happens is, it looks like a longsword, and if you pick it up, it immediately morphs into the sharpest, most deadly-looking dagger you've ever
Holy
seen in your
shit.
life.
It sort of just feel like it knows what you can handle.
Yep.
And it does that. Wow.
It is, it's a non-sentient, semi-living weapon.
Oh, it's not snarky? Sassy?
Nope, it doesn't talk. It doesn't
Dang.
talk, because I have enough NPCs to take care of.
Well, let's see if we can
But-
get that blade talking with wild magic.
And, yes, but basically it morphs into whatever bladed weapon you're best with. And just for, so if you were to hand it off to, Eliza, it would be whatever
I
bladed
think
weapon
daggers
she's
too, right?
best
Yeah,
with.
also a dagger, yeah.
Yeah, and if you were to give it to Muddler, it would become like a feather duster or something. I don't know.
Oh, those are bladed weapons now. Yeah.
Yes, razor blade
Yeah.
feather duster. It's a band name. But for all intents and purposes, it is a +5, whatever it is. Just stupid.
This is pretty stupid, yeah. That's awesome. I'm gonna let Eliza play with it
Okay.
and kill someone with it.
Okay, so now Eliza has a +5 dagger.
Okay, let me write that on the list then, I guess. So, okay, so that door.
We try to open it.
Yeah.
You try to open it, and it is very, very locked.
What kind of lock is it? Like, what is it? Is it...
You're not she didn't detect any magic.
No, but is it like a lock with a key, or is it like one of those wheelie things you have on walls? What does it look like?
It actually has a gigantic keyhole, and above that, what looks like a combination bar lock.
So I guess we could try to figure that out.
Yeah, I mean, what was the spell you had for opening locks?
Knock. I mean, I can try. I can just cast knock and see what opens.
Yeah, you can do that.
Like, it knocks really loudly. You can hear that shit from 300 feet away.
Oh,
Okay, so we'll try manually unlocking them then, I guess. What's the
Yeah,
roll
I
on
would
that?
like to do that first, I
Is
guess.
this an investigation or a sleight of hand
It
or
would be a raw intelligence, maybe, to figure out the combination?
Um,
Try it out, or...
I'd say investigation for the combination lock.
Oh, okay. 21.
Okay, before Eliza can even do anything, it suddenly hit with inspiration.
I'd like to think I desperately want to make up for the page thing.
Oh yeah, yep. And you notice that it appears to be each one of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8 characters, and each one has a wheel with numbers 1 through 9, or 0 through 9, I should say, and then every letter of the alphabet. Don't ask how it works.
Yeah.
There are gears involved. And immediately, you put it to 69420 LOL. And it just pulls right out.
That's what would be my first guess in real life, and I would totally put that in. So
You rolled a 21. You knocked this one out of the park.
I want to give Eliza another nose rub.
Hmm.
In case you want to do something, because
yeah,
they
to
are free.
investigate the other block.
4! Got your nose. Crit. Yes!
25.
Okay. Oh my god, I'm very good.
Yes.
Eliza attempts to do, well, a repeat of what she did to Reginald's door. You know, wiggle around the lock, the knife in the lock. But the weirdest thing happens. Right when she puts the knife into the lock, it slides in like it was meant to go there.
The butt blade?
Yep.
Okay.
So it magically, well, not magically, but it mundanely opens the door.
Okay, so...
Yes.
And now the door is
So
unlocked.
we'll, creak it open, you know, not going in too quickly, but...
Okay.
Just a tip.
Mm-hmm.
What you see immediately is a couple of desks and work tables. It looks like a lot of research has been done in here. There are papers, there are books, there are coffee mugs, there are just an ashtray filled with the ends of countless cigarettes. There is also, dominating the room, even though it doesn't reach to both sides, a giant drape which appears to be hanging from a cage, blocking out all ability to see into it. An inky black drape.
There's no one in the room, right?
There's nothing
You can't see anyone.
Okay.
super magical inside there.
All you can see is that it looks like there's a cage, and it's completely covered in a drape. And it's a huge
Not
cage.
for long.
Well, actually, I wonder if it would be smarter for me to have Wingless crawl under the sheet, and then I'll use the Wingless vision to see inside.
Okay.
So that we don't have to move the sheet off of it yet.
You can do that. If Wingless goes underneath there, you're greeted by pitch darkness.
Okay, so I can't see inside of there.
Does Wingless have night vision?
I mean, I have dark vision. I don't know, do I get that seeing through octopus eyes?
I don't think you'd be able to do, because you'd only be able to see what Wingless's eyes can
Let
see.
me look up octopus stats real quick.
That's the thing we do on this show.
Dark vision 30.
You can see there's nothing in here except for a chair, and there is a human tied to this chair. He looks asleep.
Dream. The spell shapes the creature's dreams. Choose a creature known to you as the target. The target must be on the same plane. So I can walk into the dream and I can reshape the dream as needed. So I'm just going to sit down in front of this cage that has a sheet over it and...
Do we want to see maybe if we can go to the back of the cage in case someone walks in that we're not immediately seen? Is there a back to that cage?
On the back of the cage is the back wall, but you can go to either side of it.
Away from the
They
door.
kind of like be in the shadows and stuff.
Away from the door, if possible.
Away from the door,
Yeah.
yeah. You can get all the way to the back wall from there.
That'd be good.
Okay.
So we're not immediately visible from if someone walks into the door. Which
Okay.
we closed, by the way. I assume.
Okay, yep, you didn't break this one.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess I'll just sit down cross-legged and now I'm entering the dream.
Is he hot?
Here's what you first see when you sort of like open your eyes and you're inside the dreamscape. You're on a flat, grassy field. The sun is bright. You don't hear birds chirping or anything, but it's just a bright, grassy field out in the open, and sitting on a little outcropping of rock that's sort of like busting up from the ground to form almost a perfect chair. You see a young man. He is facing the sun and is basically just like, not really sunbathing, but sort of like just enjoying the feeling of the sun on his face. And there's a very nice breeze coming by. He's basically dreaming of freedom. That's the impression you get? You don't know how long he's been tied to that chair.
Okay, so I guess I'll walk up to him, just kind of looking around, a little confused, but I guess it makes sense why his dream looks like this. Hello there.
He kind of looks up sort of languidly. Like, it takes a second for his eyes to focus in on you. At which point, he leaps into the air and screams.
Well, that's some way to greet your potential rescuer.
He he furrows his brow a little bit. This is like really weird. And he goes, okay, let me get this straight. I'm in a dream, and you're gonna rescue me from the not dream.
Yes, the physical world.
Sorry.
Okay, a lot of weird things happen to me in my daily life. I didn't think imaginary people saving me was gonna be one of them, especially imaginary snake ladies. Did you know you don't have a snoot?
Yes, I'm quite aware of that, and I assure you I'm quite real. I'm sitting outside of here right now.
And wait, then why are you in my dream and not like actually saving me?
Because I don't know who the fuck you are. So who are you?
And he kind of considers his options for a second, and then he rather bravely sticks out his hand, and he goes, "Well, my name's Dave, and this kind of shit happens to me a lot."
I did not see that coming. Why did I not see that coming?
Come on, how obvious have I made it?
I don't know.
The only creature that could possibly survive the end of the world.
Yes. No, true. True.
The anomaly, the plot device personified.
No, that's on me, yeah.
So they think they can use you to survive somehow?
Yeah, it's kind of a thing that happens. I keep getting reincarnated, and, whenever I die, I just show up, and I've always been where I'm at now, and it's really weird, but I think they think that makes me an immortal trans-reality being. So I think they want to do a ritual that sacrifices me, and that makes it when the bad dream president comes, then they can, be protected using my guts or something.
Alright, well, Dave, I'm going to make a deal with you. I'm going to set you free, but you're going to have to help us get out of here, because unfortunately, I've used my last spell to get in here to talk to you. So, will you have any way to get us out of this mansion once you're free from your cage?
Well, I'm really good at kicking things.
Well, there may be some guards to kick.
You might say it's my talent.
Alright, well, Dave, I hope you're prepared to kick a bunch of guards on our way out then. There may be a few.
As long as we don't have to kick Tony. He's the one who always brought me my meals, and one time he told me a really good bedtime story, but then the chief guard got really mad at him because he was supposed to be doing guard things.
Alright, it's a deal. I'll be right back.
And I'm going to nod out of the dream, and as I'm standing up, pull the curtain off.
Okay, you pull the curtain off, and yes, there is a young man who is, the noise of the curtain actually is what wakes him up. You leaving his dream wasn't going to wake him up.
Yeah, but he remembers the dream perfectly because of the spell.
He is tied to the chair. Well, I think he tied it more manacled to the chair, but where his wrists and legs are attached to it, the skin looks raw, like he's been struggling for a long time and not getting anywhere. And there's dried blood around there.
Is the cage locked?
I sort of feel like pointing out that he should not recognize you because we're still fat cooks, right?
Yeah, we are in our disguise.
That's true, because you in the dream, I just assumed you were in your natural form. Okay, yeah, they weren't fat. I said they weren't. I said it's instinctively they weren't fat.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I just that's always where my mind
Yeah, that
goes.
was 3 weeks ago, or 2 weeks ago, or whatever.
Yeah, that's true. That was a while ago, so I'll give you a pass on that. Yeah. But yeah, they were distinctly made to be not fat cooks.
But I guess we can dispense. Is that the word?
I mean, we could get rid of the disguises. I don't know if we'll
get rid of it.
Are we planning to go commando and just blow everything up on the way out, or do we want to try to sneak
No, not
out?
really, but we have Dave with us, so there's really no point.
Yeah, and I do have disguise self at will, so I can just redisguise with one of those dancing corpses.
Same
things.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so we'll toss off the disguises.
Yeah.
Okay,
and you can see that I'm the one from his dream.
Yep. He is roughly 5.5 feet tall. Blonde hair, blue eyes, fair skin, slight build, but definitely not slight in the sickly or small kind of way, but slight in the fast and athletic kind of way. He doesn't have a shirt on,
No.
And he is wearing
gym shorts.
he is wearing a short pants that reach down to about his knees and are made of a weird, flowing silvery material, and he has the strangest shoes. They don't look like any kind of shoes or boots you've ever seen, because he's wearing basketball sneakers.
And he's tied to the chair with manacles. Did you?
Yeah, with
I assume
metal.
the butt blade can cut through those once we get into the cage.
Yeah. The cage. It does have a lock on the door. But it doesn't look like nowhere near like the one on the door to this room.
Can I just cut it with the butt blade? I mean, if this is that sharp of a blade.
Yeah, actually, yeah. You can. the metal bar that, actually forms the locking mechanism of the lock just gets sliced right off, because the butt blade is super good.
So just cut his manacles off. Let's get him out of there.
Before our backs we turn, this place is gonna burn.
So outrageous to toll. You can lose all you have. He refused to give in to the town that takes off. So